Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Kathy. It is July 5th, 2026. And gosh, I've missed y'all. This is the first time we've gotten together after a 3-week hiatus as I go and visit my dad every couple of months. So I'm in Arizona. He's in Texas. He's in Houston, and I'm just outside of Sedona. And it's a long drive. It takes about two, 2 days to get there. And my dad, for those of you who don't know, he has Alzheimer's. He's in a memory care facility. And so being with him for a couple of weeks every 2 months is good for me. And I'm sure y'all have experiences like that, where being there with family or have had or will soon have. So let us begin Heart Source. Those of you who have never experienced the heart source, bring your attention to the front of your chest in the center, and that is the heart chakra. And just feel that heart chakra spinning wonderfully and go deep within. And as you leave that, I want you to move outwards, but part of your consciousness stays within your heart chakra because you've activated it. Now go around to the back, and you're going right to the back of the heart chakra. Go deep within and really go deep within the back of the heart chakra. It's an amazing place. And as you travel within, it is almost like going down a hallway or a tunnel or a path of some kind. And then you move deeply in to your sacred space. It's like if you go down the hallway of a hotel and then you open the door to the grand ballroom, and there it is, your sacred space. And now move out of the sacred space, but part of yourself is still there. Your consciousness is there. Come back around, move into the front of your third eye, which is also called the brow chakra, the sixth chakra. Just move into that. And in the back of the front of the third eye is the violet flame. We're going to activate the violet flame in just a few minutes. Some of you already have. And now come out of that area in the front, go all the way around to the back, go into the back. There you go. Go into the back of the third eye. Great. And now intend, manifest, draw a beam of energy from your heart chakra to your third eye. Feel that connection. Now send that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe. It knows exactly where to go. And now straight down to the center of the earth. So when you are in your heart source, you are walking between the worlds. You're in the third dimension, you're in the fifth dimension. You are in a protective energy that surrounds you. You can do all kinds of things within the heart source. So now say, I am the sword. Those of you who have already received Archangel Michael's sword, that activates within you. Those of you who have not received Archangel Michael's sword, extend your dominant hand. I'm right-handed. Extend your dominant hand. If you're ambidextrous, take whichever hand you want and call Archangel Michael to be with you, and just simply ask, may I have your sword? And he will place the hilt of his sword within your hand. Grasp the sword. Do it slowly so you can feel the edges of the hilt of the sword. Move to the front of your heart chakra. And then I go just like this. That's how I move it into my heart chakra. And it will go throughout your body. And then when you want to activate it, you simply say, I am the sword. And now, for those of you who have not activated the violet flame, just say violet flame activate. And I usually say enfold each of the 7 layers of my aura. So each layer, it gives you more and more protection. So what you have from these three different tools is additional protection. Amma tells us with the heart source, be in the heart source 24/7. If you start feeling fear or anger, resentment, envy, jealousy, any of those things, you're not in your heart source. I'm not in my heart source when that happens. And I simply say heart source. And I'm immediately brought into it, and I'm brought into the heart chakra part. Okay, that's good. We're going to go into our healing session. And hold on one second. There you go. Now we're going to set the healing lecture room, another form of protection for us. A floor of light below us, a canopy of light above us. We're all in it, every one of you, no matter when you're listening to this. Pillars of light in each corner, and angels from the angelic realm. And I call for those angels from the realms that we need for today's healing and for today's lecture to come and to surround. And I see Gold, which is Archangel Golden's angels, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, and they're from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar and back to the first pillar that we're in there. So we are totally protected. We are protected in 4 different ways. It's just an amazing way to do it. I always put that structure, which I call the healing lecture room, which is a an adaptation of the temple of healing that the Melchizedek method has. And I actually put that around my car. I asked my car to be completely covered by it to where there's at least 6 inches around my car. And it is amazing all the years I've been driving back and forth between Arizona and Texas of how many near misses have happened to me. And that one of them includes an 18-wheeler. It's been close and sometimes kind of scary, but it's amazing of what has happened and how I have been protected using that particular tool. And now simply say, chakras spin. Spin as excuse me, spin as fast as is safe for me. Inhale. Good. And of course, exhale when you need to exhale. Feel the energy going all the way around you. Your chakras are spinning as fast as your healing team says is safe for you. And as it spins, and as you bring in energy from above and below, congested energy, congested energy spins out like a centrifuge, and it will spin right out. It will pass through all of the 7 layers of your aura. You have the violet flame there, and through each layer, that congested energy is purified. Even if that congested energy comes from you, it is purified as it goes out into the world. And just ask them to amp it up a little bit. You've done a little bit of releasing. Say, if you can spin it faster, please do. And inhale from above and below. Bring it into your heart. And as you exhale, send it outwards. Wonderful. Now, those of you who are sensitive to the way the energy moves, you have probably noticed that your aura is expanding. Heart source, please expand along with the aura. We're just extending the protection. Some of you, your aura is so large it's not even in your room. It goes out to the next room, or like my room is outside. Have you activated Michael's sword? You are cleansing that area. That's wonderful. And there's a central pillar in this wonderful healing lecture room, And we are inviting in all of the ascended masters that are needed for our healing, and they know who they are and when they are coming. And they are coming in, and I will mention some of the ones that I see. And I don't know the names of all of those that come, but I want you to know that any that you invite in, any of the ascended masters that you invite in, will come in as well. And those of you who have been with me since the Sunday ceremony has begun, you probably know that the first ones I see are the Buddha and Yeshua coming in together. When the Buddha was here, his part of his purpose was to activate the third eye. Yeshua to activate the heart. All the Chohans of the rays of the first, I'm getting the first 12 rays are coming in. Just keep breathing gently and deeply. And I ask who's going to lead our healing session today. And I see Yeshua coming out, and I see Hilarion, who is the Chohan or the head of the fifth ray of healing, coming. And I feel the energy of Amma definitely coming in. And Amma is asking, what do you wish healing for today? And I'd like you to answer her. I'm definitely going to answer her. Precious Amma and Abba, first, I give you thanks for the wonderful ability of our technology helping us to gather together. We ask you to guide us in the healing session and how we can help cleanse some of the energy, the congested energy. We ask you for the deepest healing possible for each one of us and for those whom we hold in prayer. And I ask you to guide and to direct me as I facilitate this healing in union with you. I am filled with gratitude. And so it is. And Hilarion and Yeshua are coming out together, and Hilarion is inviting you to allow yourself to be enfolded with the green jade ray of healing. And there is a chair behind you, but if you would prefer to lie down, it can become a bed or a massage table. Just rest. And Hilarion is saying, and bring to mind your favorite place to rest. Bring that to mind and know that you are now transported there for healing. We're going to do the healing in 3 stages. It's not going to take that long, but it will incorporate ourselves. We start with that to bring healing to ourselves. Why do we start with that? Because one of the last things that we want to happen is for us to hurt other people, right? So we're asking healing within ourselves so that that aspect of ourselves that we can react to doesn't harm others. So we don't let loose with our anger, with sarcastic comments, with things that we just really regret doing later. So we heal ourselves first. And then next, we heal those. We facilitate healing of others. And this is our loved ones, our family of origin, our family of choice, other people that you hold in your heart. And then the last is the planet. And so now, on your green jade chair of healing, and Amma is telling me the first thing that your healing team is doing is they are flooding you with the exact vibration of love you need to bring healing to the emotional aspect that you react to the most. So, whatever wound that is, that when somebody does something that reminds you of that wound, and then you react in a way that is not very great, that's the wound that we would ask to be healed. Alma's mentioning several areas for healing right now, and she says, claim it if it is for you. And that is so that you are very involved in this healing. So, as I say, she is sending now energy to bring healing to where you felt abandoned. And if that you relate to that, say, I claim that, Amma. Please heal the areas where I have been abandoned. And now rejection. I claim that, Amma. Please heal the ways and where I have been rejected. Betrayal energy. Heal the ways that I have been betrayed. Now, what she's telling me is that betrayal is a really fascinating energy because we often just think of betrayal of someone, of a human person. But sometimes people feel betrayed by God. They feel betrayed by others who were there to support them and they didn't get what they want. And even though it was done in love, even though you trusted in that, this happens a lot with people who are praying for the healing of somebody close to them or themselves, and that healing doesn't work, or they're looking for a job. And Amma is smiling with great love. I have a loved one who has been looking for a job, and she is saying, we still send you love. We still enfold you in our love, even when you are angry with us. Now, when she says us, she's using it's one God. There is only one God, but there are aspects in Christianity. We talk about the three in one, the Father, Son, and the Spirit. But know that whatever name you call God, and you can have your own personal name, there is still one God, one love, one energy. Healing now the energy of envy. I used to get envy and jealousy mixed up. Envy is about wishing you had the things other people have. Jealousy is about wishing you had the people other people have. So if you have several people in love with another person, let's say they want as a partner, and then that's jealousy. But if it's, I wish I had that car, and it's not just wishing or, oh, gee, I would like that car. It is where you prevent yourself or you wipe out any joy for the other person of having that, whatever that is. So we're asking for those. And if it's the one you want, please claim it. This one coming in is despair. So some people who are listening to this or reading the recording, reading about it later, it is please bring healing to that painful, painful experience of despair. Okay, and now Amma says, if you're just listening to this, you can always punch pause when you need to, but Amma is saying right now, breathe in all of those energies. Ask that the energy of healing of all of those things that you have experienced be increased within you. Just keep breathing in the energy and let it increase. And here's another way of facilitating healing in others is call forth the soul energy of people you love. So I'll give you an example. So precious Amma, I ask you to bring before me my family, my friends, my family of origin, my family of choice. And I ask you now to assist me in breathing out to them the energy that I was given for healing, that they may also heal. And may that energy be at the exact vibration that they need. So think of that. You can do one person, you can do a whole group of people. Breathe it out, not just from your mouth, but especially from your heart. And Amma is telling me that if we breathe it in and we get all of that energy within us, as you do this more often, you'll gain experience in it. Send it forth by intention. Energy follows intention. Send it forth from each of your chakras because there's a different vibration that comes there. And some people experience betrayal from the third eye, others from the heart, others from the first chakra. So we send out all of that and just breathe it in, and in great thanksgiving, send it out to others with great love. And now, when we're healing, facilitating healing, because we don't do the healing, we facilitate the healing of the planet. You don't have to hold the whole planet in your mind. You certainly can, but you can focus on a particular area. So you could focus on what's happening in the Middle East. You can focus on what's happening in the Ukraine. You can focus on what's happening with the oceans, with different animals, the trees. You can focus on what's happening in a particular part of any particular country or your city or your town. Just choose a place to focus that energy now. And ask your healing guides, ask Amma, ask Yeshua, ask Hilarion, whoever it is that you work with, to please send the love that they have been sending you. May you share that now with the planet or with those that you are holding in your mind and heart. And now offer thanksgiving for your healing. Even if you don't feel the healing, it has happened within you. We give thanks for the healing of those in our loved ones, family, and friends, and the healing that has happened within the planet. Something has happened with everyone. Not everybody receives the healing. They are given the healing, but they don't receive it. They do not open their heart and their mind out to receive the beautiful energy and love that you have sent. That's not your fault. That's not your problem. You are only asked, and your only responsibility is to send the love to others. And Amma and Abba, I do thank you for all that you have given us today in the area of healing. And I now ask you to prepare us to receive your message, precious Amma. And so this healing room is now being changed into a lecture room. And Amma says, make yourself comfortable. Do make yourself comfortable. And here's an interesting thing that you can do when you're going to any lecture or reading anything, is you can simply say, encodement technicians, please harmonize my energy to this message, that I hear exactly what is meant for me. And now the next voice that comes from me is going to be that of Amma, the Divine Mother. Dear ones, precious dear ones, I whisper that into your ears at night. Did you know that? Dear one, when it is just to you at night, dear one. And now, dear ones all together. I am Amma, the Divine Mother of the Divine Mothers, and I am your mother. I have carried you within my womb since the time that you were manifested as a soul energy from the Creator of all. When you heard the call, is there any aspect within the love that I am that wishes to be a manifestation of love in another way? And that is what the Creator did, is to ask and to call forth energy from within the Creator's self and say, I have had this planet and this planet and this planet that I would like to inhabit and experience love in different ways. Would anybody like to come? Well, and here you are. You may have jumped up and down and said, I will be here. Not because they are being, oh, what shall we say, betraying you in a way, or they're not giving you the whole. It's just that that part's not important. You volunteered to experience love in its many, many facets. And because you have done that, you have expanded love within humanity. Many of you have heard it said that you are love incarnate. You were created from the love of the Creator. Even volcanoes have love because they are created from the love of the Creator. You have been created from the love of the Creator, and you are incarnated. Therefore, you are love incarnate. You have within you the power of being love incarnate. Another term that is used is the power and the presence of God. Are you God in the way that we think of the magnificence, the full energy of the Creator itself? You are not God in that way. You have the divinity within you, but you are a spark of that love. And you can grow and grow into being able to fully embody that love. It takes many lifetimes to do that. And you chose to come to this lifetime on this planet. And you chose to listen with your ears, with your heart. You have chose to listen to what it is that you are to do in this life. Do you always succeed? You succeed in the way that you need to succeed. Not everyone is called to speak on a television that comes to the entire planet. But you are called to be the wholeness of who it is you are and to discover the love from which you were created. Although you were created with a purpose, you were not created with judgment. Your purpose upon this planet is to give love to others and to accept love from others. And because you accept, you give even more. The more love you accept, the more love you can give. Not everybody accepts that love, the love that you give. Not everybody accepts the love that the Creator has given to you. Some people are afraid of that love. Interesting, isn't it? To be afraid of the love of the Creator. Why? Why are they afraid of that? Before you came to this planet, you were in my womb. You were in the womb of God, if you would like to say it that way. You experienced the fullness of the glory of the creative abilities of the love of the Creator. And you came here and something happened to almost 99.9999999% of you, is that you agreed to have wiped away the memories of that love. And you come here to rediscover it. You are adventurers. You come to rediscover that love. Do you feel left out in some way of why? Do you feel envious of the information that others have that haven't come here yet? Don't, because it will all come back to you. It is not that you lose it forever, but once you leave that body that you are in, you will come back. But I want to tell you in these few minutes that we have of how to gain freedom and how to be able to see with your inner eye, your heart, the glory of the Creator and the love that is there, how do you experience the love the Creator has for you? You have to remove everything that is not of, that you have acquired, that is not of that love. How do you do that? Detachment. How else do you do that? Non-judgment. Non-judgment is detachment. How else do you do that? This thing called forgiveness. But I mentioned to you detachment and non-judgment. I mentioned to you to have no judgment about anyone. If you have no judgment about anyone, even if they have hit you with a brick, then you are detached and you are in a place of releasing the pain. Let's say that what was the reason for being hit by a brick? Well, maybe it's to experience with your physical self what it's like to be hit by a brick. You are a glorious being. And you may go, why would I want to have that experience of being hit by a brick? Well, you are curious people. Think about your childhood. Are you amazed you made it out of that childhood? How many times did you end up in hospital or in a cast or stitches or near misses? And you learned, did you not? Your being here is learning about love. And where does freedom come from? You were given free will. Humanity was given free will. The choice to go this way or that way. The choice to love this person or that person. The choice to respond to someone with love, with kindness, with jealousy, with envy, with hatred. That choice is there. And every time you make that choice, you then have a choice to examine the consequences of the choice that you made. If you choose to respond to someone with animosity, make the choice to examine how animosity affects your life. Think of someone that you are still resentful of for what they did to you or did to someone else, or for what they received and you did not receive. Bring that to mind right now. Everybody has something. Everybody has something. How has that choice to hold on to that affected your life? I want you to look at one way in particular that has affected your life. It has hidden joy. It has hidden the joy with which you were created from. But let me give you an emotion to be an example, an amazing example of what the Creator did and how the Creator created you. Yes, with love. Oh, but dear ones, with tremendous joy. There was so much joy in the creation of you. And I'm pointing to each one of you individually as if that is the only person important in the creation. You were created with tremendous joy. If we put it in the human realm, imagine that the Creator scoops you from itself and holds you up and gives you the gifts that you have, that you agreed to use, all of the possibilities, and with joy. And then the Creator says to the rest of creation, here, here is someone so special, so wondrous, so delightful, so filled with love. And I give this one to you, to the entire world. You were given to the entire world, and you were given to the world with joy and laughter and delight. You were given that love. You are love. Yes, things cover up the love. You get angry. You become fearful. But I want you to focus on if you detached, if you released that anger within you, if you think of that person who did something to you that harmed you, and if you detach from that, if you let it go, and if you say, I let you go, and if you ask, precious God, precious Creator, help me to let it go. Help me to be detached. Now, I want to warn you that when you make that prayer, you get to have exercises in detachment. I want you to experience within yourself, no matter what has happened in your life, that if you let all of that go, except for the wisdom and knowledge, and you let all of that go, that what you have left is love and joy. You are detached. You do not have judgment. And you will experience the joy with which the Creator created you with. My love to you, precious ones. My love to you. So this is Kathy. You know, when I'm doing the channeling, I keep my eye on the clock, and I'm always so amazed at how quickly it goes when I work with that. I really thought that as Amma was saying some of the things, that she wasn't giving you a message, she was giving me a message. The detachment.
Wow.
So my love to all of you.
Well, and to you, Kathy. Thank you
You.
for this. It's so wonderful.
Thank you. Barbara said it's so good to hear Amma again.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
It is. Well, all of you take care of yourself, enjoy yourself, and see what's within you, that you, even one little thing that you can detach yourself from and send it away, not the person, but your feeling of whatever it may be, and recognize and see if you can get in touch. Can you imagine that God created you with such love and then offered you to creation and said, here it is, the most wonderful person. Kind of amazing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Blessings to each one of you. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you, Kathy.